Coronation Street spoilers. Devastating tragedy as Paul's death date is confirmed. Paul Foreman is given another devastating update about his health in Coronation Street next week as he learns how long he has left to live. Ever since his motor neurone disease diagnosis, Paul has been determined to embrace every single minute he has left with his loved ones. Recently, that meant getting married to Billy in the bistro. The ceremony was magical but tinged with sadness, given everyone was aware this couple wouldn't grow old together. At the start of next week, Paul turns his attention to an upcoming personal independence payment assessment. He's told by Izzy, who has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, that he should be brutally honest about his MND on the PIP assessment, or he'll lose out. Later in the week, Paul tells Bernie that he's applied for the PIP, but it will take around 11 weeks for any money to come through. Curious as to how Paul will cope till then, Bernie meets with Big Garth and asks him to flog the rest of their gear at a lower price. In the precinct, Big Garth hands Bernie a wad of cash, but unbeknownst to them, a police officer is taking photographs. Just as Bernie heads home, she's arrested on suspicion of handling stolen goods. Later in the week, when Billy is summoned to a meeting with the bishop, Bernie tells Dev that she's going with Paul to his speech therapy session, so the police will have to wait. At the hospital, Paul tells the speech therapist about his recent coughing fits, and when Bernie clocks her concern, she insists they see the MND nurse. Elsewhere, following the exposure of Billy and Paul's church wedding, the bishop explains to Billy that he's prepared to lift his suspension and it's time he returned to work. The vicar is delighted, but his mood is short-lived when Bernie calls from the hospital. There, the MND nurse reveals some heartbreaking news to Paul. He only has 6 to 12 months left to live.
Xin chào các bạn đã quay trở lại UK Soát Spoiler. Vừa rồi các bạn đã theo dõi một sản phẩm của chúng tôi, UK Soát Spoiler, một kênh tin tức chuyên cung cấp cho các bạn những thông tin mới nhất về những bộ phim xà phòng của Vương quốc Anh.